Rachel Rose here, talking all things boxing, and I've just been watching Kraus versus Forrest from last night's GBM card, and I love Gradis Kraus. I think he's exceptional. I think he is going to be a real problem in the division. I think it's actually quite interesting how he's not more known yet, based on all of his first outings, which have all been stopped within the first or second round. I think he's got the punch power. He's kind of awkward, like he's not predictable in his movements. He's not predictable in his style. He's aggressive. But fair play to Scott Forrest because he just took him the full six. However, I feel like that was a really bad call from his corner, and I think it was a really bad call from the referee. I think if you're losing every round and losing badly and hurt, why continue? Like, why continue? Why not just throw in the towel? I understand that there is pride involved and things like that. I do get it. However, is your brain health and health overall worth the risk? At the end of the day, you're losing. You're losing badly. Um, I mean, you took Gradis Kraus the full six, which is something that nobody else has done yet. So fair enough. Showed grit, determination, heart. But I just think, grit, determination, and heart is not going to protect you from brain damage. And at the end of the day, like, who was it? F1 driver who's Nicky Lauda. Nicky Lauda worked within the risk percentages, right? So he would drive the car with the risk limit being X point, and he wouldn't want to drive the car unless if it was above that risk. Then the time that he did drive the car above that risk, his car crashed and it caught fire. Now, obviously, that's an extremely harrowing and terrible example, but the point being is that in a sport that can affect your health, your life, you've got to know when your risks are at their limit, right? That wasn't a risk that was necessary. He was already losing, didn't need to do the fifth round, definitely didn't need to do the sixth round. So but another stellar performance from Gradis Kraus. Great to see him go to see what he would do in more amount of time. He was throwing everything and the kitchen sink at him, and he wouldn't go down. So that must have been an interesting one for Gradis Kraus to process while he was in the ring, because he's used to people going down quite early. I'm excited to see how this career unfolds. It'll be exciting to see him get in with a real challenge, and I hope that Forrest gets well soon and recovers well.